Good news, America. Maduro's been captured.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about the gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil, chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
Welcome. Good, bright Saturday morning. You're watching the MC Too Tall Show with your hardcore, fierce, and obviously sexy host that is never gross, MC Too Tall. Donald Trump just keeps on winning. And when Donald Trump keeps on winning, we keep on winning. And we keep winning and winning and winning. And no exception to the rule is the apprehension of Nicolas Maduro. Yes, that extreme, brutal dictator, that rogue head of state, that communist, that lowly drug-dealing scum. Now, Donald Trump has a history of taking out the bad guys, setting Tom Homan and Kristi Noem and company to pluck the illegal trespassers off our streets, making them much safer. Of course, blowing up the drug cartel boats recently. And if you go back, Donald Trump single-handedly took out Iraq. Now, I don't mean Iraq, the country, I mean Iraq. E-R-O-C, extreme radical Obama caliphate, also known as ISIS. Taking out people like Qasem Soleimani. And they thought that this would be the great thing that would cause us to get into an all-out war with Iran, which we would kick their ass if we went to war with them, but nobody likes war anyway. But good to know that in the event of a war, we would kick Iran's ass. They are nothing. They are puke. They are a country that makes shoes but doesn't wear shoes. So screw Iran. But you can't say screw Venezuela. We could say liberate Venezuela. And liberate Venezuela we did. We freed the shit out of them by going in and arresting their rogue leader, their oppressive dictator, communist, Nicolas Maduro. He took the reins after Hugo Chavez died. Hugo Chavez was very disrespectful to the president. That's our president to disrespect. George W. Bush was an asshole, but he's our asshole to disrespect. And even Charles Reingold stood up for George W. Bush, and he was no fan of George W. Bush's either. But the reins after Hugo Chavez died were taken over by Nicolas Maduro, and Nicolas Maduro decided to run not only a communist operation, but a communist drug-dealing operation. And he's responsible for emptying the Venezuelan prisons into the United States. And then you have things like the rape and murder of Jocelyn Nungaray and the takeover of apartment complexes in Aurora, Colorado. Not to mention all the junk that kept pouring into the United States from Venezuela. Unreal, folks, unreal. But it's come to an abrupt end because they have captured Nicolas Maduro and his wife. And who knows what they're going to do with them. They're probably going to just stick them in a prison with the very gang members that ICE pulled off our streets. Excuse me. But this is a very joyous day. It is a glorious day. And America is better for it. America is better for it. Nicolas Maduro is a slime bag. And Democrats are going to stick up for him. Then you have Democrats going to say, well, I don't like him, but there's due process. They have to go through Congress and this and that. Get the hell out of here with that. Go jerk off some other yak with that one. These clowns are always looking for the loophole to get Donald Trump. Democrats are classless trailer trash. They're dysfunctional, protruding, far-headed lovers of short yellow school buses. Starting with Tim Walz of Minnesota, who is really a Nebraska transplant that likes to clap his hands. A really weird guy. And this is a guy that wants to put tampons in boys' rooms, but will turn around and say J.D. Vance is weird. Well, who's the vice president now? It ain't Tim Walz. Thank God it ain't Tim Walz. So, this has been a great week. Exposing Somalian scammers, blowing up drug cartel boats, and now the arrest of Nicolas Maduro. What a slime bag that Maduro is. He actually makes Hugo Chavez look like Mickey Mouse. That's what a brutal dictator Maduro was. And he'll be tried. Maybe they'll find a reason to hang him. Who knows? Who cares? Nah, hey, kiss him goodbye. That son of a bitch bastard. But, yeah, there's that. I mean, I can't do anything to make Oakland rappers stop being weak. But I'm not going to say that all Oakland rappers are weak. Just a small handful that make everybody else look bad. But I can't do anything about that. But what I can do is celebrate the arrest of Nicolas Maduro. My life will be easier because of it. So will yours. So will the lives of people who despise Donald Trump. Donald Trump is making life easier for people who like him as well as people who despise him. And these animals, these filthy animals, don't appreciate it. You got to show more appreciation for Donald Trump. I'll tell you what, if you don't ever get to meet Donald Trump and you get to meet me instead, treat me like I'm Donald Trump. Shake my hand and say thank you because I supported Donald Trump all the way, way back in 2016 when I decided to vote for him back then. And Donald Trump is just taking out the bad guys from ISIS to Tren de Aragua to Nicolas Maduro to Iran, to all these enemies of the United States. Donald Trump is taking them out. And I celebrate every Donald Trump victory because a Donald Trump victory is a John Krantz victory. It is of the John Krantzian way that Trump keeps on winning and winning and winning. So people need to come to not just a realization, but a hetero white messiah realization that Donald Trump is just going to keep on winning. And he will remain president until January 20th, 2029, when the next Republican president is sworn in, which may be J.D. Vance. A lot of people say Marco Rubio. It will not be Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is foreign born and isn't eligible to be president of the United States. He's just not. And with all the vocalization of him liking Donald Trump, I'm afraid he's not qualified to be president because he is foreign born. So that leaves us with Rubio or Vance. Unless DeSantis wants to throw his hat in the ring again, I recommend he do not. He would make a good cabinet member, though. I think DeSantis should be a member of the presidential cabinet, but the kid is not ready for prime time as president yet. Kristi Noem might be. Kristi Noem might be after J.D. Vance or Rubio, whichever one serves the following 8 years in office. But not Ron DeSantis just yet. That's just my opinion on the matter. You don't have to hate me. You don't have to throw daggers at me. You don't have to make personal insults about my appearance over this. I have the right to my opinion. And my opinion is that I am hardcore, fierce, and sexy. And I am also the most famous rapper to ever have the word two in his name. I'm the most famous two, T-O-O, in hip-hop history. And there ain't a damn thing you could do about it. And all these people think they gangster until I run up on their block and take out their windows. Then they ain't so gangster no more. And we ain't on 13th Avenue no more. We're over here now. And Nicolas Maduro is not in that big gold palace of his anymore. He sits in jail. Jail, jail, jail. Maduro is in jail. Right? Well, right now he's on the USS Iwo Jima. But he will from there be carted to jail, jail, jail. God is good, my people. God is good. Respect God. Watch out for the Illuminati. Like, follow, share, comment, subscribe. Stay strong. Keep kicking that slang. It's your boy in the building. Hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero, the founding father figure of industrial rap, New York City goth scene ambassador, your hardcore, fierce, and sexy host that is never gross, MC Too Tall. Be good.